This week, I book a last-minute flight on an airline I've never heard of before, to a country I didn't even know existed, as I take a flight to the tiny African kingdom of Eswatini.
Well, good morning from OR Tambo International Airport here in Johannesburg. Now, I was supposed to be having a day off here today, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, shooting some meatball outside of school sort of stuff, but when I landed yesterday, I saw an airline that really got me interested. And long story short, I ended up finding out all about them and trying to book a flight with them. So today, I'm off to a little tiny country called Eswatini. Let's go and get checked in. So I'm flying today on the national airline of Eswatini. They're called Eswatini Air, and they fly some little Embraers. So let's go and see if we can go and get checked in.
Eswatini is a tiny country in southern Africa. It's sandwiched between South Africa and Mozambique, and it used to be called the Kingdom of Swaziland.
Eswatini Air?
Eswatini Air?
Yes.
Oh, you want to see King Swati?
Yes. We're this way, are we?
Yeah,
thank you very much.
In front of you.
All right, thank you. Hello. Hi, good morning, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Checking in, please. I'm sorry?
Where are you going?
I'm going to Eswatini, whichever the airport is.
How many bags to check in?
I have no bags to check in, I've just got carry-on, please. Yeah.
Make sure there is no liquid or gel perfume that exceeds $100
Yeah.
on your carry-on bag.
Yeah, there's nothing in there. Just yeah.
You're boarding at gate A21.
Okay.
Boarding time is 11:40.
11:40, lovely.
So you need to be at the gate at 11:40.
Okay, of
Please
course.
double check your name and say name. Confirm it to me before you go, sir.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you very much.
Everything's
Amazing.
fine.
Everything looks good. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Have a great day. We'll see you later. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right then, all checked in. Let's go and see about getting through security and we'll figure out what they're like.
Security was pretty straightforward this morning, and pretty soon I was through and going through passport control to leave South Africa and head across to Eswatini.
Thank you. Well then, nice and straightforward, all checked in through security with about an hour to run until the flight. So I might go and grab a coffee in the lounge with my priority pass because it's only an economy class flight. There's no business class on Eswatini Air. So I'm going to use my priority pass, I think, see where we can go. I remember there's a lounge this way somewhere, so let's go and figure it out.
I headed to the Aspire Lounge, which is one that I've been to before.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Thank you.
Awesome, thank you.
It was pretty quiet at this time of the morning, and I had time to grab a coffee before heading down to the plane.
All right then, time to head down to the gate. Good news, actually. I'm very lucky. It's my lucky day today because when I checked in, they gave me this little card which says that it's currently customer service week at Eswatini Air, which means that this week, for 1 week only, they're doing customer service, which is great. That's a pretty plane. What's that one? Let's go and have a look. Oh, it's an Emirates in a special colour scheme. Let's go and have a look at this. Very nice. Oh, and over there's a Lufthansa 747 as well. Beautiful. I wonder if that's the one. I wonder if that's the one that I flew from Buenos Aires. A couple of British Airways over there as well. A380s. With an A380 and a 777 maybe over there. Very nice. Right. Anyway, enough geeking. Let's go with all Virgins over there as well. Flipping heck, it's rush hour today here at Joburg. But let's go and get on my plane. My plane isn't anywhere near as big as those.
After walking the entire length of the terminal before realising I was going the wrong way, I headed back to where I should have been.
Oh no, it's the escalators of doom. These are the stairs that I ran up a few weeks ago after my Mozambique adventure where I had to leg it off the plane because this is where they dumped us, and then I ran in here and went into the terminal. And for anybody asking, by the way, on that video, there was no skipping of immigration or anything. This is all airside, so you're able to just connect airside this side. And they weren't waiting for me on the plane either because they ended up cancelling the flight completely in the end and putting everybody on a different airline across to Maputo anyways. Yeah, that's it worked out in the end for me and for the airline.
Pretty soon though, it was time to get on board my flight to Eswatini.
Hello.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
My ride today then is this Eswatini Air Embraer 145. It's 25 years old and was originally delivered to the French airline Regional Airlines back in 1999. It came to Africa in 2022 where Eswatini Air have flown her ever since.
Oh yes, of course, 19A.
Okay, can you sit in 19 and then I'll have to
Okay.
see where
Yeah, sure thing.
it's empty.
Okay, thank you.
Eswatini's Embraer is in the typical 1-2 configuration, and it's fair to say it's in pretty decent condition for a plane that's a quarter of a century old.
Oh, it's okay, you can take time.
My first seat today though was right down at the back.
Alright, in my initial seat of 19A, but she said that she wants me to move, I think because there's only 14 passengers on today, so weight and balance, they've got me right at the back. They probably want me to move further forward, I'd imagine. Can't really go any further back, so we'll see in a minute. But yeah, this is the Eswatini Air Embraer 145. They've got a couple of them in their fleet, and they fly them all around South Africa, actually, from Eswatini, from Manzini, which is where we're going to today. They go to Cape Town and Durban as well as Joburg, so yeah, quite a growing little airline actually for the tiny country of Eswatini, which is one of the smallest countries in the whole of Africa. It's really, really tiny, so can't wait to see what it's like when we get down there anyway, but let's see where we end up moving to. Where do you want me?
Right in between row 6 and row 11.
6 and 11, okay, cool.
So there should be a double seat that's available.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect, thank you.
Or if you want a bit more leg room, there's the emergency exit.
We could do, yeah, if that works. But I'm just here. Oh, perfect, yeah, we can go.
Can I put your bag in the Christmas emergency exit?
Alright, so they've moved me forward to the emergency exit row. This is row 12F I'm sitting in today. It goes ADF, which is interesting. So this is my view. This is the exit view out here over the wing. We've got, look at this leg room though. A ton of leg room now. Oh, actually quite nice. I don't know why I've not sat in this seat before, but it's very nice. Anyway, about an hour long run, I think, across to Manzini in Eswatini.
It wasn't long before we pushed back from the stand to get on our way to the runway ahead of our short flight across to Eswatini. Joburg Airport's quite busy at this time of the morning, and we had quite a wait as we joined the queue to get to the runway here for our departure. Before we go too far though, don't forget there's still time to get your Christmas cameo orders in. I'll be doing cameos until December the 20th, so if you'd like a little video message for yourself or a loved one, scan the QR code on the screen or search for me on Cameo. My first flight today then took me east out of Joburg to Manzini in Eswatini. Flight time today was 41 minutes, cruising at 33,000 feet.
Alright then, airborne from Johannesburg, heading east for about an hour to Eswatini, formerly known as Swaziland. Really looking forward to this flight. It's a lovely little aircraft actually, this. It's really comfy here, especially in this exit row up here. And quite a nice takeoff from Joburg as well today. They've said that there's going to be a snack service, so looking forward to that. And then pretty soon we'll be, I guess, arriving down into Manzini.
Despite this being just a 40-minute flight, there was a snack service and I went for a bag of Doritos and a can of Coke.
Alright, then we've started our descent down into Manzini in Swaziland or Eswatini. And yeah, looking out the window now, it's looking quite pretty down there right now.
The scenery on the approach to Manzini was quite nice. It was very typical of South Africa and the general area. But it wasn't too long though before we were descending down into King Mswati III International Airport, Manzini.
to the Kingdom of Eswatini.
For such a small country, the airport here is actually quite big and it's only a few years old.
Thank you very much. Are you flying this afternoon as well?
No, I'm not.
I
My
won't see you
pilot will
later.
be joining.
Lovely. Well, thank you very much. Bye bye. Thank you. That's brilliant. Thank you.
There was a bus to take us to the terminal, but in reality it was just a minivan crammed with everybody off the Embraer.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
This is the only airport in Swaziland with scheduled service, and you have to go through immigration for every flight.
Hi, how you doing? I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good.
Thank you. I'm just staying here and flying back this afternoon to Joburg.
Back.
Very quick trip, yeah. Well, I saw yesterday in Joburg the Eswatini plane, and I thought I need to go take off one more country and visit this place. So.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Hello there.
Hello.
How you doing?
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
What's your reason for travel?
So I've literally come here for 3 hours and then I go back to Joburg. I saw the plane at Joburg yesterday and I thought, oh, I need to go and have a day. I'll come and check out Eswatini.
Just for a day.
Just for one day, yeah. Crazy idea of it.
Very
You have to do these things when you get the chance, though.
Yeah, you only live once.
Exactly. As you can see, I visit a lot of places.
Okay. Come back.
Amazing, thank you. Hi. All right, then, welcome to King Mswati III International Airport here in the Kingdom of Eswatini. This airport is really nice actually. It's brand new. It's only been open a short time. They did have the original airport just up the road that they've closed. They've built this as a purpose-built international airport. The runway apparently can take a 747 in size, although I'm not sure if I'd want to be inside that terminal with a 747 full of passengers inside it. But it is handy for the king, for King Mswati, who basically his Airbus A340, his private jet, is parked up on the ramp over there, so he can get in and out quite easily here with it having the nice long runway. But this is quite a nice little airport, isn't it? Out here in the middle of nowhere, pretty much. Now this airport sees service not only from Eswatini Air, but also from Airlink, the South African airline. And most of the flights a day, there's about 4 flights a day, and most of them go to Joburg, about an hour from here where we've just come from and where we're heading back to now. But there's a couple of other flights as well. They fly to Durban and Cape Town from here as well, which is pretty cool. But today I'm back on the next flight to Johannesburg, back with Eswatini Air again. So let's head inside and go and get checked in.
For most of the day, the airport's pretty quiet. There are a handful of flights, but the biggest plane that comes here is the Embraer 190, so it never sees more than a few passengers at the same time. I did think that the choice of cities on the world clocks were quite interesting though.
Hi there. How are you doing? I'm really good, thank you. I'd like to check in for Joburg, please.
Okay. Do you have a bag to check in?
I don't know, just carry on, please. Very quick here and back.
You're coming back?
Yeah, it was very quick coming here and then going back.
Okay. Do you mind sitting at the emergency row?
That's fine. Is it still a window, please? Is that going to be okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, they moved me on the way out because there was only like 14 of us on the way out. So. Was it a quiet flight on the way back as well?
I think there's a few of you.
Wonderful.
Boarding time is 4:10.
Amazing. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next it was time for security, which is pretty straightforward at a small airport like this.
Hello. Sorry, you were just sitting down, weren't you? Thank you. Can I check? Can I come through yet for this? My flight?
You can come for
Thank you. Yes, of course.
Just go there, sir.
Yes. All right, thank you. Hello there. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
and with that I was through to departures, which is really bright and airy and quite a nice place to wait.
Right then, through to departures here at Eswatini Airport. There's an Airlink flight there just heading off to Johannesburg, just finishing off boarding for that, and then ours is the next one out on Eswatini Air. There's not a lot here. There's a cafe and there's a lounge. Maybe we can get access with priority pass, I don't know. Might be pushing it a bit. I might go and have a look in a minute and see if they take it. But yes, there's not a lot here airside. It's a nice little airport though. It's really nice. Can't imagine what this would be like if it was full of passengers boarding a 747 or something, which they reckon it can take.
It wasn't long though until my plane landed to take me back to Johannesburg.
Hello. Thank you.
It was exactly the same plane that brought me over from Joburg in the morning.
Next inside with your seat.
Thank you. Right then, back on board the same plane, same seat, heading back down to Johannesburg on the Eswatini Air Embraer 145. I think she said there was a handful of people on this flight, so maybe about as busy as it was on the way down. Not that busy at all, really. This plane, by the way, since I got here earlier on today, it's been down to Durban and back, and now it's taking me down to Joburg on the last leg of the day. So, yeah, let's get out of here and let's head back to South Africa.
We taxied out to the runway and got a great view of the King's private jet, the Airbus A340, which seems like a really nice way to travel, especially if you own your own airport for it to land in as well.
Cabin crew, seats for departure.
My route back to Johannesburg then took us west out of Manzini with a flight time of 51 minutes, cruising at 32,000 feet.
Alright then, airborne from Eswatini, heading back to Johannesburg, South Africa once again. What an amazing little airport that is up there. I wish I could have left the airport and seen a little bit more actually. It looked like a really nice place, but hey, maybe one day. I've also got Lesotho I need to go to at some point too, which is another one of those little sort of South African-y countries. But anyway, we are heading back now, about an hour-long ride back to Johannesburg, baby.
It's time for the Noel Phillips Lou Review.
It is indeed time for the Lou Review, and you didn't think I could fly on an Eswatini airplane without checking out the Eswatini loo. And this is quite a teeny loo. It's an Embraer 145 bathroom. These are always at the back of the plane, right down here at the very back. We've got the engines either side of us, pretty cool, very noisy. Down here, look, we've got a sink, some hand wash there, some bog roll, some little, what's that, divers? It's divers, miscellaneous. Some air sick bags there, a little toilet thing there. I think this plane used to belong to somebody Frenchy, because there's a lot of Frenchy looking writing. Ouvrir, fermer la porte, le chat est dans le table. Lots of Frenchy stuff there. Anyway, we've got the sink, we've got a ne pas fumer, we've got a handsome young man in the mirror, and then we've got the loo down here, which is quite nice, and a baby changing table, which is always handy. So far, I have to say, really enjoying Eswatini Air's hospitality. They really are friendly. The service has been pretty decent, actually, so far, I have to say, and the crew have all been really happy and smiley, which is always nice. Anyway, going back to my seat because we're going to get a snack service soon, and I need to use the loo first.
That was the Noel Phillips Lou Review.
Like my flight out in the morning, there was a snack service and I went for a packet of mini cheddars with some dried fruit.
There's a lady running up and down the aisle, opening all the overhead lockers because she can't remember where she put her handbag. I'm thinking, that kind of like, okay, that's a bit of a worry, but surely you remember where you put your handbag when you get on the plane? don't know, that's kind of an important thing for me, which locker I'm putting my bag in. Usually it's right above my head.
And it wasn't too long before we were back in South Africa and descending into Joburg Airport.
Alright, in what seems like no time at all since we left Eswatini, we've already begun our descent. I've not even managed to start drinking my Coke yet. That's how quick this flight is. It's even shorter on the way out, on the way back, than it is on the way out. They did say that there's a chance of some towering cumulus clouds around the airport, so it might be a bumpy ride into OR Tambo, but I am braced in, ready for it. So let's get back down on the ground into Joburg.
The sun started setting as we started our approach into OR Tambo Airport, and it was absolutely beautiful. In what seemed like no time at all, we were on our final approach into Joburg. My ride to Eswatini and back cost me $169 or just over 104,000 West African francs, which, considering I booked this just 12 hours in advance, I didn't think was bad value for money at all. Eswatini Air were just brilliant as well. I really enjoyed my flights with them. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See you soon.
Yeah, hi.
How are you doing?
I thought you were looking at me then.
Followers. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Can I have a self?
Yeah, of course.
For my son. My son loves you.
In front of the plane.
You put me into this, so he won't believe this. That's cool, man.
That's amazing.
I see. So Noel Phillips is one of the flight, what do you call, blogger?
Travel logs.
He flies all over the world, and we follow him with my son. So my son actually knows him well. Follows and said, "You make the mistake, so we don't have to."
Definitely.
Top priority. Please take note of this important message.
Alright, welcome back to our Tambo Airport in Joburg. What a really cool couple of flights that was with Eswatini Air. Another country ticked off as well. Country number 116 ticked off for me. Quite happy with that little total myself. Plenty more to go though. And hopefully we'll be exploring a few more of those later on this trip. But in the meantime, while I'm back here at the Intercontinental, which is a really nice hotel by the way, here at Tambo Airport, just as you can see, that's the terminal, that's the hotel, literally across the street, and it's a nice place as well. So I'm off to get another night's kip tonight, back in my room, and then tomorrow off somewhere really exciting again. So stay tuned for next week so you don't miss it. In the meantime, as always, thank you so much for watching. Take care, be kind to one another, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.